Hi, it's Randy Vaughn, and I wanted to do a little follow-up video. The demo is almost done. They just have a little bit more of cleanup here at my house in Flushing, my spaceship treehouse. Woo! So I just wanted to do a walkthrough because there was a lot of things that came up in the gutting of the house that I wanted to share, like some real new special things that I need to address. As you can see, underneath the cantilever front of my house, we've taken the lid off, and it is all opened up, and it looks good. I mean, there's a reason why my headers right there, why they're sagging. There are the joists are broken right there. They're intentionally built split, so that doesn't help the situation at all. And there's lots of discoveries that I've made like that, and I'm gonna turn my camera around if I can figure out what I'm doing here. Where's my camera? Where's the camera? There it is. Keep missing it. Okay, there we go. Sorry for that. Okay, so we're gonna walk around the property and look at the crazy things that I've come to realize about my house. So all those sagging headers, they need to be possibly rebuilt. Walking around the back of the house, you can see my deck. It's falling down. That's no new discovery. It's been like that since I bought the house. And yeah, that's pretty rough. It basically fell off the side of the house up there. So that has to all be redone. But that wasn't one of the discoveries that I've made about the house. The house looks very clean, and we're gonna go up. Now, my stairwell has been stripped, and that's the main thing. Like, the house was stripped, and we're going upstairs now. Right now, the only way to access the upstairs is through the outside, because my spiral staircase, if you watch the first video of me going down, that has been removed. So, hey, check out the flight deck here. How cool is that? That is pretty cool. Oh man, the floor cracked where I was standing. Don't like that sound. But this whole front room is totally opened up. It's beautiful. I mean, if you like wood, it's beautiful. But I think it's beautiful. So here's one of the first discoveries that we made when we stripped this part of the house. It'd be really cool if we could, really awesome, if we could just open up all of this to the windows, but we have these decorative posts, and those decorative posts are actually functioning and pretty much holding up the front of my house. They go right to one of those banana joists underneath it that I just showed you, and these decorative posts are not just decorative. So I've got to rebuild those posts because they're supporting all the weight of this, all up here. Yeah. So that was one of the surprises that I got. And I want to show you one of the other surprises that I got, which is my house is built over another house. So there is the original frame for the first house. It's just nuts. It has a roof, and there's shingles up there. You see it? It like goes all the way down. So my house was built over another house. So that was pretty shocking. I'm gonna walk around so you can see what I have seen. Hey, look at that. Now that is what you call an open floor plan. I'm very excited to be working with this open floor plan. But hey, I want to walk over here and show you from this angle what I'm talking about. My house being built over another house. Look at that. That is a roof line. And you couldn't see it because it was all covered with drywall. Like, that's some complicated shit right there. It's like super complicated construction. There's a lot going on. Next week, the building inspector is going to do a walkthrough through this house and make sure that we are in the right direction. I'm going to have a project plan kind of outlined for him. And this was my upstairs master bathroom. And it had a jacuzzi tub. It's been gutted. The tub's gone. It's downstairs. And that floor still, there was a shower right in there that's been removed. And that floor, you can see that the joists seem to be okay, but there's like a couple subfloors on there, and that is rotted from an old roof that was not taken care of. So it pretty much, most of the damage in this house was caused from water damage of that old roof. But look at this. This is the only thing really spared in this house was this cedar closet. I thought, boy, I really like that cedar closet. That's pretty okay. And I wanted them to keep it. So going over here, we had the kitchen was over here, which is now gone. And we had this wet spot on the floor, which now is a little bit of a problem spot. It's sagged down a little bit, but that is going to have to be fixed. I'm going to have to insulate and drywall all over the entire house. There's going to be a lot of insulation and a lot of drywall. And of course, I have where the spiral staircase used to be. And everything on that side is all gone. There was a bedroom here. So what's happening in here is this wall is going bye-bye. That hole from the spiral staircase is going to be filled up. And this back part of the house is going to be a new bedroom. So I already have a vision as to what I want to do. I kind of know, I have an idea in my head. Before I even started the demolition, I pretty much I could see it. You know, I've talked about this in my other videos, how one of the things for me as an investor and a designer that I bring to the table is this vision to create something out of destruction. Like, I see it already done. I see it. So, but hey, we're gonna go downstairs now to look at the lower level. And again, the only way I can get to the downstairs is through this exterior stairwell, which has no handrail now. And of course, as always, I am in heels, although these are a little lower than most of my heels. Let's just moving a little slow. Alrighty. But this hallway totally stripped. I'm gonna have to drywall it. Okay. So now we are out here outside, and this is the only way to access the downstairs right now. All right, here we go. So that's where the spiral staircase was. And then a little more work needs to be done. I got to have these tiles ripped up. And a lot of stuff is stored back here in this room, the stuff that I wanted to keep. Someday that will be my office. And then we're back into the garage area, which partially is going to stay a garage and then partially partially is going to be a living space. So they have stripped the ceiling, which was filled with insulation. So that was a nasty mess. And everything else in here has been pretty much stripped out. And there is this issue right here. So right where my spiral staircase was boxed in this stanchion. And they decided, they being someone else who owned the house, decided it would be a fabulous idea to cut this joist and put in this spiral staircase and use the stanchion to hold up the rear end of the house. I've never seen a stanchion like that. It's got a bow in it because it is literally holding the weight of the world, being the back end of the house. And yeah, so we have to, when we fix that hole right there and seal it up, a whole new joist is gonna have to be, our header has to be put in across to the back, and you can see where they cut it, where they removed the old one. They're like, we don't need that. We don't need it. We just got this fabulous stanchion here that's going to hold up everything. Jesus. Okay, so they have gutted this bathroom. So now here's my downstairs bathroom. They left the plumbing, and that's going to be actually extended to this part of the property, this part of the house. And that door is going to go bye-bye. It's going to go right there. And that window, is going to put a window right here. And that's going to be the downstairs bathroom. My idea to do the downstairs bathroom. So I want to go just for a little quick walk around. Sorry, my camera keeps falling. So I'm going to go for just a little quick walk around the outside of the property because I didn't show it enough last time. I want to give a shout out to Hard Rock Construction. They did the demolition on this, and we're talking about possibly having them do the framing and the repairing of the house. The stabilization would be the next phase. Yeah, that looks really bad, right? Look at that back deck. Nobody was really walking over here on this end because it's pretty treacherous. But this is my house on 1 acre of land, and I'm gonna have a fence built very soon here that will close the yard up for my puppies. And it's really nice. These are lilac trees, and we got some cedars. I've got a patch of daylilies right there. I love all the nature. Some wild raspberries back there. Those are wild raspberries. And blackberry trees. I love all of this. So that pine tree, and then I've got more cedars back there, and that behind those cedars right back there is the end of my property. And I've got a toy that came with my property that I found when I was walking the perimeter. I have a use for it too. Sometimes, you get a property, and when you invest or buy something and it comes with some old stuff, and maybe it's junk to somebody, but when you see it, you might have a purpose for it. So I found a manure spreader. Good old farm manure spreader. There it is. Can you see it? A manure spreader. And that stinking manure spreader, I plan on pulling that out into the back of my yard, filling it with dirt, and using it as a planter for some flowers. Okay, so that's my idea for reclaiming. The trampoline's gone. I had a trampoline there. Thank God they took it. So that's going to get all cleaned up too. But from the way back here, you can't even see my house. It's way behind, in front of those cedar trees. My dogs are gonna love this yard. The street's a little busy. You can see the cars coming through, but that's okay. So my plan for back here so that you can sort of see my house, like what it looks like now, Remember that, because it's not gonna look like that forever. I do have a vision for it to be completely re-sided. Not sure what kind of siding just yet. New windows, different size windows, rebuild the deck, different siding underneath the deck, maybe some stone veneer, something like that. The roof is actually good. It's only a couple years old. So anyway, I am about to sign off, but I wanted to check in with you guys and let you know where I was at. I'm almost done with the demo. They're gonna come back on Monday and finish it all up, and I will be on to the next phase, which is the stabilization. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.